Liberia has managed to enjoy over 20 years of peace and stability ever since this West African country grappled with another civil war which came to an end in 2003. Liberia enjoyed its first peaceful transition of power in decades in 2017, and the 2023 elections were considerably competitive, as the main emphasis has been on making considerable progress, rebuilding government capacity, re-establishing the rule of law, and ensuring citizens' political rights and civil liberties. The government of Liberia is fighting hard to combat corruption. In November 2023, opposition candidate Joseph Boakai won the presidential election in a runoff, narrowly defeating incumbent George Weah. In order to take the country ahead, Boakai's 100-day deliverables report released in mid-May 2024 says 74% projects complete, whereas 26% ongoing. In a few weeks, the new administration got to work. Looking at the report from the implementation of the deliverables is somewhat impressive. Of the 87 targeted projects, 64 were completed, constituting 74%, and the remaining 26% are still being worked on. Deputy Minister Myers concluded the report at the MICAT press briefing. In the report is President Boakai's need for a comprehensive audit of all government institutions, as well as setting up the Assets Recovery Task Force to retrieve state assets in the possession of past and present officials of government. In order to bring out a full structure of projects, infrastructure is among the key roles government is focusing on in order to improve significantly the economic environment of Liberia. Among the projects, a number of roads including major highways have been concluded, and others still ongoing with completion and commissioning expected soon. Starting with the renowned Roberts International Airport Highway. This project, which was contracted to East International under the former President George Weah's administration for its expansion, there have been multiple concerns about the contractor, East International's ability to implement the multi-million-dollar contract, especially in the absence of equipment. But that hasn't let down the progress of the project, with its full completion within 2024. During a confirmation hearing before the Senate Committee on Public Works on Wednesday, February 7, 2024, Mr. Giddings said there have been issues about the ongoing construction of the major route inherited by the Unity Party administration. East International has almost implemented the construction of a 45 kilometers four-lane road from Irwa Junction to the Roberts International Airport, costing up to $100 million. The Irwa Junction in Monrovia to the rear highway is divided into different sections, considering the population density of the area. The highway include a toll booth at the river bridge. Driving to and from the Roberts International Airport has been a major challenge, but with upgrade of this vital highway for Liberia, is smoothening the movement of both visitors and locals in the country. Also, there are roads the government is working on in order to achieve an improved transport sector of Liberia. Construction resumed on one of Boli's biggest infrastructure projects in June 2024 after several months of delays. The long-awaited Gilimonok-Medui toll road, which will connect the heart of the island to the far west, is coming back to life. The Gilimonok-Medui toll road is expected to connect three regencies, namely Bodung, Tabanan, and Jembrana, together with a mission to connect the center of the island to the far west, thus improving connection from Denpasar through to East Java and beyond. This road, running for 96.84 kilometers, will run through 50 Bolognese villages. The much-anticipated road rehabilitation work across the country began in Lofa County in March 2024. The first phase of the rehabilitation exercise includes rehabilitating the road from Voinjama to Mendikama Highway, which connects Liberia to Guinea and Sierra Leone. With convenient access to this road link, traveling time in vehicles is expected to reduce from 2 hours to 45 minutes to Calahan and 1 hour to Foya. The rehabilitation of this road link is to enhance the connectivity, foster economic growth, and improve the overall quality of life for the citizens of Lower Lawfer County. The Minister of Public Works, Roland Lafette Giddings, on Thursday, April 4, 2024, led a delegation comprising of the UK Embassy's Programme and Political Liaison Officer and Sorry Consulting Limited to inspect the Ganta-Topita Road Corridor to analyse the status of the design, build and transfer DBT contract signed between the Liberian government and road constructors currently deployed in the corridor. The new government has a responsibility of ensuring this 100-kilometre project, which connects Ganta to Topita, being divided into 2 lots with 39 kilometres running from Ganta to Ciclipia, which was awarded to SECO, and 61 kilometres from Ciclipia to Topita, which was also awarded to China Railway 7th Group SRSG. President Boakai has stressed the importance of road construction, which he intends to leave back as a legacy, and he has therefore committed his government to work to ensure that most of the major highways are paved with asphalt before the end of his presidency, Minister Giddings remarked. These and more roads are being implemented in Liberia. Among other roads is the 444-kilometre coastal highway, which is set to connect Bassa County to Grand Cru County, which holds the promise of delivering substantial economic benefits for Liberia while fostering regional integration with neighbouring nations. Leaving roads aside, the government of Liberia is making sure it utilises the gold it has with the Dugby Gold Project. Liberia has rich mineral deposits, including iron ore, gold, and diamonds. Historically, mineral extraction has been a leading export and a key contributor to the gross domestic product. The Tuzon and Dugby F gold deposits being 4 kilometers apart, and which were discovered by Hummingbird in 2009 and 2011, respectively. The feasibility study defines an open-pit mineral reserve estimate of 2.76 million ounces of gold, planned to be mined over 14 years, with an output of 200 kilo ounces per annum for the first 5 years. Being under Pasofino, in addition, there are many gold prospects, 2 of which within 10 kilometers of the existing deposits and drill-ready with gold in bedrock in outcrop, and pits Pasofino sampling returned up to 31 grams of gold per ton. Liberia is improving its industrial sector with a special agro-industrial processing zone project. The project aims to create a better business environment for increased investment in the agro-industrial sector, create opportunities for private sector investments at the industrial level, and coordinate the integration of smallholder farms, an agro-processing industry into sustained agro-value chains, and also improve capacities and skills to benefit from new agribusiness employment and value chain opportunities. The government of Liberia, through the National Investment Commission, received funding from the African Development Bank AFDB towards the preparation and implementation of this project. This special agro-industrial processing zone project, located in Buchanan Special Economic Zone Grand Bassa County, is to significantly boost agriculture, which provides the main livelihood for 48.9% of the workforce, mainly in smallholder and subsistence farming. As Liberia imports up to 60% of its staple food, this project is to solve this challenge. Liberia electricity access is extremely limited, reaching only 34% in urban areas and being almost absent in rural areas. Access to clean cooking solutions is also extremely limited throughout the country. This is where the government is coming out to improve access to electricity consumption through a number of projects. Liberia Electricity Sector Strengthening and Access Project (LESAP) is a project aimed at contributing to the government of Liberia's target of reaching universal access to electricity by 2030 from the current rate of 28% and turn around the operational and financial performance of Liberia Electricity Corporation. The project includes rehabilitation and expansion of electricity infrastructure and systems and access expansion subcomponent, electrification of health facilities and households in off-grid rural areas, technical assistance for institutional reform, capacity building of sector institutions, and implementation support to Liberia Electrical Corporation subcomponent. At the end of March 2024, the government of Liberia acquired a commitment of $300 million from the World Bank to construct a dam in Bong County. This second project of the St. Paul River hydropower cascade is divided into 4 main components. The project has 6.5 kilometers of dams, including main and saddle dams, creating a reservoir of 264 million centimeters. The third component includes about 80 kilometers of 2 to 5 kV transmission line connecting the project to the Mount Coffee substation and upgrading a 27 kilometers access road from Bong Mines to the project site. This project's average cost is estimated at around $600 million. President Boakai is working hard to ensure that a number of burning issues in Liberia are with immediate effect tackled before the end of his presidential term. Giving the breakdown of the achievements by sectors, Myers said agriculture census and data collection was completed, and the National Agriculture Development Plan was drafted and is awaiting validation. The fight against drug and substance abuse by the LDEA has been drastically effective, with a record of about 200 arrests of suspected drug dealers in the country, something which he said is covered under the rule of law. When it comes to education, the government reported the payment of arrears owed the West African Examination Council by the Liberian government from previous years, as well as arrears for hundreds of local and international scholarship students. The clearance of these loans has relieved pressure of the parties under this situation. The Deputy Finance Minister further reported that the cleaning of drainages, water reservoirs in Monrovia, Painesville, and other surrounding communities were carried out at 95% at the time President Boakai addressed the nation on the deliverables. What do you think about these developments and achievements by Liberia? Let's get to know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and also leave a like for this video.